Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Darksage Walker, and I just want to take a quick moment to just enjoy that title screen image. I mean, look at that. Like, I already did that a little bit yesterday, so I'm not gonna just sit here and stare too much, but I really do like the way that this looks and feels. Oh, and I didn't even notice the crescent moon in the background, and oh, it's so good. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been having a hard time thinking of a build that I want to run. So, while it's on my mind, let's quick roll to see what soundtrack we're doing. Roll again. Okay, please stop giving me the same number. Alright, rolling a different die because I just dropped that one. Alright. The result is in. We're doing the jazz solos. Or not jazz, yeah, smooth jazz tracks. So, I was also looking through quite a few of the... Hold on. Brain freeze. I was also looking through quite a few of the build recommendations that have been piling up. And one thing I've been noticing is that a lot of them are actually pretty much like, a lot of them are very similar, if not almost exactly the same. So, when that happens, I like to look at things I haven't done in a while and go, huh, wonder what I can do with this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together a build that focuses on Crashing Meteor. Now, that was, at one point or another, the strongest single hit arcana in the game. They decided to change it up a little bit so that the damage is spread out a bit over a few hits, which the whole point of which is to drop some hit stun in there and make it easier to use, which I can appreciate. And even though it doesn't necessarily have the strongest single hit damage anymore, if nothing else, it's still really close, and it still has a huge area of effect, and I believe the overall effect is that it still does comparable damage, just spread out over a few hits. So, how do we set ourselves up with a run that makes the best use of what we know? Well, since the whole point is to drop big ol' rocks on people's heads, the natural choice would be to go with something that will hold enemies still regardless of their element. Gale Force alignment is one such option. I'm just gonna quick check to see. Piercing Void will juggle the enemies around a little bit too much, so that'll be and Null Parade is a little slow. No, I do think that the Gale Force alignment is the right choice. As for our dash, we'll hit up Razor Burst, and now our Siggy. Basic, not signature. We're going to want something that takes good advantage of the additional power. Now, obviously, that would be like, Obsidian Splitter would be the best option, just speaking towards power. If I were to say it's the one that I'm thinking would be the best choice, yeah, keep dreaming. Actually, I think we should go with Aqua Arc. So it's a nice awkward run, not gonna lie. But I think it'll work out. Now, as far as what relic we're going to use, hold on while I shift around in my chair. Being a nice big chunky boy today. I think we'll just go ahead and start with the Cartographer's Quill. Just a good old power run. Power run classic. We will get our gold. Thank you, Jade. Let's see, is there anything here that I really, really want? I think I'm just going to let that go. Now, I know that's a little disappointing for some of you who are going, no, you need to take more of those relics. Trust me, I will be experimenting with them. I just don't think this is the right time to be doing that. It's always interesting to see single elemental locks. So, what I like about the reworking of the Crashing Meteor is that those extra hits will help lock the enemies in place. It also makes it more viable for critical hit-based builds. There we go. It's one of those changes that I know I talked about it a little bit, but let's be fair, I didn't really go very in-depth about it, but yeah, I very much like what it gives you to work with. Good stuff. Cooldown reduction, surefire rocket. Okay. Well, I'm not 100% on board with any of those. There we go. So, Dark Sage, was today another super sleepy day? Oh, you bet your ass. Started at 7 and didn't get done until a little after 6. Part of that was I was learning a new route. Or rather, perfecting one that I had only done one other time. The other part of it was, those of you who have some idea of what the weather is like in Minnesota, yeah, for some reason, winter just doesn't want to stop. And yeah, that's par for the course. I get that. Doesn't mean I have to like it. And I have previously said that I am kind of a fan of winter weather. But I think it's also fair to remember that that was before I started working a job that had me working outside a lot. It's one thing to appreciate winter weather from a distance. Like when you can just look outside and be like, oh, it looks so pretty outside. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, and I would never say that's a bad thing. But on the other hand, it's very different to actually have to work in it. Alright, so wind and electricity. So homing flares might be the right choice, but I also think that it's probably better to err on the side of let's pick up a relic. Alright, I also want to make sure that I'm exploring the entirety of the maps to make sure that Cartographer's Quill gets the boost that it deserves. Okay, well, there you go. As far as what relic I would pick up, from the choices that were available, Surefire Rocket is probably the best choice. That'll just make it easier for us to get signatures. Okay, you guys can stop now. And you've probably already noticed the same thing that a lot of us noticed. It's like, yeah, the big Crashing Meteor spell looks really cool, but it's just an area blast. It's not really a great signature. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. That might be very useful, as I have a couple of opportunities to make that work. Oh, hello. See, the addition of the small little meteorites also makes it so that the spell just has more hit stun that can lock enemies down. And I don't necessarily mean just for the sake of the combo, I mean just in general. Okay, well, I'm definitely grabbing that. And if I decide to grab another combat option, Fadeaway Rhythm is definitely it. And outside of Thundering Chain, it's the one that can make the best use of... It's the one that can make the best use of the idea that we've got ourselves a high power build. And you can see the sort of damage that Aqua Arc is doing. It's making things look a good deal easier than they really are. Yeah, there's also, because of the sort of day that I've had, this is also just sort of a nice decompression. Because after being on for so many hours, it just feels nice to come back and just decompress. so comfortable right now. So hopefully you guys can forgive me doing just a comfy run. But I also wanted to do a run that really played around with Crashing Meteor, and simultaneously also test the idea of whether or not Crashing Meteor makes a good signature. Now, it makes just a general good arcana, but signature? I don't know about that one. I'll grab that. The other reason to actually be okay with taking the Crashing Meteor as a signature, especially with the way that I've got it set up, is that it does kind of allow you to use Crashing Meteor multiple times in one combat room. I don't really want that. Alright, so now I have to make sure that I get the final blow on... I just forgot his name. Atlas. The final blow on Atlas has to be done with either Gale Force Alignment or Razor Boost. We are doing that in order to essentially give ourselves a more foolproof future. And for what it's worth, yeah, I could just save it to use against Shu, but I would rather have it now. There we go. Perfect. Okay, it activates so slowly. I mean, yeah, it drops all three of them at once now, but it's just so slow. It's not going to work well against the twins, so I will be happy to get rid of that. Alright, that was awful. There we go. Wow, I suck. There we go, that's better. Wow. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I don't care if we're going into the twin stage. I have to have my electric friend with me. Okay. Oh, hey, it does extra stuff. And it doesn't make me want to keep it. It's just neat to know that that actually has the extra, like magnetization effect. What am I to pick? And there's nothing here that's really, like, doing it for me as far as a power build is concerned. And I already have plenty of control, so even though I like Dragon Surge, it's definitely not what I'm looking for this run. So, still looking for particularly strong things. Blam! Some of you may have also deduced that I'm a little bit quieter than usual, and that is again because I'm just tired. I have very little to say at the moment, and that's not due to like anyone's fault or anything. I'm just, just a little tired, and by a little I mean a lot. I can only do so much to be entertaining when it feels like I'm about to just fall out of my chair. So, admittedly, the Fractal Flare isn't exactly the best arcana for this run either, but I'm enjoying it, at least for now. We'll definitely be looking for something else to kind of function a little bit better with it. Grab that just in case. Alright, I guess I didn't even need the other one. Had another meteor ready and just... Whoops. Wrong button. See, I didn't even get up buttoned or anything there. It was just, that looks like the right one. No, sir. No. Okay, well, we know what we have to take for this to be an official power run. It's really interesting that he's also got Crimson Clover, so, I mean, If anyone knows of a way to glitch it out so that you can take 2 cursed relics from him at the same time, that'll help out in these future scenarios where I've got multiple choices that I don't want to leave behind. But for argument's sake, yes, we are going to be taking the Adorable Mimic. I am going to wait until the end of the... Well, maybe not until the end, but until we've had some more time on the floor to try to find freebies and other relics to feed it. And the Amulet of Sundering. Alright. Well, I will buy that to feed the Mimic. Owie. Oh, I suck. I may also buy the Permafrost Cube for the same reason, but... Ooh, Dagger of Midas. I kind of don't want to give that up. It's a freebie, yeah, but... Well, actually, let me think about that a little bit more, because... Yeah, it does have the potential to get to a higher point than... Nah, it's probably better than I keep the Dagger of Midas. That damage is getting beefy. Ow. Yeah, that was a my bad scenario. I was not paying attention. Mr. Jumpy Pants got the... You know what I was about to say, and that would have made for terrible sentence structure, so just pretend I said something else. Buy that. Bam! Oh, it's so juicy. Oh, we finally get this upgraded. Christ, that only took you long enough, lady. Travels further and lasts longer. That's what we like to see. Alright, so now that we have just about everything we're going to need, let's go ahead and drop here what we're going to keep. We're going to keep that, we're going to keep that, we're going to keep that, and that, and that. That can go. That can go, we're going to keep that. Yeah, let's just get rid of all of that. You're a Dark Sage, you're going to feel really dumb if after this you get another relic from the boss. Probably. But in the meantime, let's just enjoy what we have. Look at that, 126 damage. And in real honesty, that's kind of about what I was hoping for, realistically. And we'll also grab the jewelry box just as a means of regeneration. Right. Now you see, that's why if you can make the Bounty Hunter seal work, you do it. Because you never turn your nose up at an extra 250 gold. Owie. He's gonna do that. Splat. I don't want that. And I don't want the Ion Spike either, but honestly, it's less effort just to take it with me. Nice. So even though it doesn't necessarily make the best of signatures against bosses, there are still ways to make it work by powering it up. Sorry. And then essentially using it before you get a signature charge. That way you can use the meteor twice and get that nice juicy power boot. That nice juicy powerful meteor more than once. Hey guys, come over here. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Is it really good against boss battles? Not really, because it rarely hits the boss more than once. But you can potentially use it more than once in a combo. And that more than makes up for the shortcoming. Like, if you even want to call it a shortcoming, because it does really do a good job at wiping out mooks. Now, because I have the Surefire Rocket, I would really like to have the Ancient Fountain Pen. That would just make this so much better. Or hell, just the Wanderer's mechanism would be really nice. Alright. So we're gonna grab that. It'd be nice to have that upgraded. And I see Blazing Lariat there, and that's a really strong, kind of sweeping melee option that I'm totally fine with. But I also want to see if I can put my gold towards something else. Alright, you're getting on my nerves. Yes, that was overkill, but totally worth it. I'm just gonna have to say no this time. Splat. That's essentially what this whole run boils down to, is just making things go splat. Now, one thing I would like to do is I'd like to see if there's something here that's... Yeah, so as much as I would like to continue to boost the Anchor of Burden, like, the only thing here that's... Well, first of all, that would further lower my movement speed. I'm already slow. I take that, and I may as well just be standing still. So... I'll grab the Sinister Ledger. I don't think it's important enough to grab Blazing Lariat. So how are you enjoying the run so far? Are you liking this Crashing Meteor focus run? I've also been noticing from all of the build suggestions that I've been getting that, well, like I said, a lot of them focus like one or two of the same arcana. Namely, there's one person who's been posting a lot of arcana, but a lot of builds, but a lot of them are focused on Dragon Surge, and whereas I don't have a problem with Dragon Surge necessarily. By the way, did this one show up twice, or am I just... Okay, hold on. This room did show up twice. The only difference is, instead of Lancers, it was Summoners this time. Real classy, devs. Real classy. You thought you could sneak that past us, but I'm on to you. Now, for what it's worth, I have no problem with Dragon Surge, but to have put up so many build recommendations that run it kind of makes a lot of them feel the same. Because there are two general constants throughout your entire run. That will generally be your basic and your signature. Now, for what it's worth, you can change your... Wow, that was actually kind of lame. Now, depending on what arcana you find, you can change your basic if you want to. But it's one of the spells that you're using the most throughout your run, so you have to be relatively certain that what you're taking is going to be something you're okay with using a lot. Well, that didn't work out. Alright, you guys are going to have to get smoked then. Bastards. No, I didn't get up button there. I got whatever the opposite of that would be called. Downplayed. I got downplayed. Christ, it even reached all the way up there? Woo! Man. And it's kind of hard to think of anything else to call this run other than just Splat. Use meteors, make enemies two-dimensional. I'll definitely take that. Alright, so what's the dagger looking like right now? 10.6. Alright, let's keep it at that. we go. I see you there, Stands of Fire, but I kind of don't care. I know that's probably going to ruffle some feathers, but I don't really care. I don't want it. Yeah, any opportunity to not take extra damage from Frost Fan and Aqua Beam is a good opportunity to me. There we go. Wasn't even a critical. I basically just want to tell Ion Spike to get lost. Owie. God, it's got such a huge range. Continuing to make enemies two-dimensional. I'm sorry, was that an archer? Because I swore you were just attacking me with a pancake. Oh, I'm sorry, it was a quiche. My bad. Oh, I see something there that I like. Alright. We'll sacrifice just a little bit of damage on the dagger to pick up the Sidewinder's badge. We've got a full suite of Arcana. Let's go. Or Relics. Relics and Arcana, actually. Sweet. Stupid Belt Flash agents are just ruining this. Ow. Wow, that was completely overkill. Alright. So there you go. There's a nice Crashing Meteor build. Gale Force Alignment and Razor Burst hold enemies at bay. The meteor turns them into a sheet of greaseproof paper. And the Aqua Arc is there to clean up the mess. See, it all works out so beautifully well. So give this one a try, let me know what you think. Just the opportunity to really make Crashing Meteor work was a lot of fun for me. And hey, hopefully it's a lot of fun for you guys too. Now, as per usual, don't forget about the like button, don't forget to subscribe. And hey, let people know about me and the stupid shit that I do, as well as me talking about what happens in my life. You'll notice that I haven't been saying a lot about that, which you can take that in one of two ways. One, either nothing is happening, or two, nothing is happening that he wants to talk about. But I've talked about a lot of different things on this channel before, so hey, look at it this way. No news is good news. So, again, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate your continued support, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you